Hoi hoi hoi, hello hello, it is I Relax, I'm back with another stream. Hooray, more West of Loathing, the finale most likely today. I am prepared to go long or short, depending on what it ends up being today. We'll have to see. We still have a couple of ghosts, and probably whatever the final boss or something is here, and then we can mess around in the wasteland and see if we missed anything. Wee. Hope everybody's having a good old day, morning, evening, whatever is in your time zone. Here it's been, well, it's been rain, and there's a seagull outside my house again, so not really that wanting to go outside today. Hopefully the seagull kid moves over the course of the day. I would like to go and do something outside, but until he's gone, I don't really want to. Not because I'm scared of him, but because I know that the parents, grandparents, uncles, nieces, whatever the fuck, is all over the place, and they're going to attack me the second I step outside that door. So the kid itself I'm not afraid of, but it's all the dozens of other more adult versions that are going to come after me that I'm a little bit more annoyed and intimidated by, because I don't want to get shit all over me. Because getting that out of anything is impossible. Might as well just throw away whatever clothes they attacked. But yeah, that's not what we're here for. We're here to hopefully put some more ghosts to rest. We have been slowly upgrading a little bit in terms of power level. We got ourselves the Carver, cheated a little bit to get the Carver, of course. I'm sure I could have done the puzzle or try, but I don't even know if I would have noticed or thought about starting to do what that was expecting me to do. So yeah, no, I think I'm good. I would rather get it and then not have to think about it again. So we have the guest rooms, and she wanted an I see. What did you want? Okay, he wanted an exploding cigar. Did I get a cigar? I have a stuffed gun. Tiny stick of dynamite. Cracker, there's tiny stick of dynamite and a tiny one. Let pumpkin stick and berry. Examine it. I got no cigar. Geometry. Silent man pistol is a can of stuffing designed to make it much easier for you to shoot at people at Thanksgiving dinner without getting caught. Currently I'm using the bean iron shooting iron versus the wait, is the stuffed gun a melee weapon? Oh, it is. Huh, neat. I don't think I'm gonna get anything better, so silent my gun. Fix the silencer to the barrel of bean iron shooting iron. Silented. Don't know what that does, but I have it. Let us find a way to make the tiny dynamite stick do something. Go to the third floor. The turtle. This door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of forces, but good luck getting them up the elevator. Knock. Knock, knock. Yes, who is it? Mrs. Gunn? I'm Renlax. Are you with the ghost determination people? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Always Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Renlax is my assistant. I mean, what? Who's the country licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Okay, fine, I guess. Have you been exterminating all of the ghosts? I still feel haunted. 9 of them are left, according to the scanner. Still working on it, ma'am. Don't worry, you can count on us. Alright. Please let me know when you're finished. Will do. She's also gonna be ghost. Formidable tusks. Can't tell you about this. Discussion of this object has been tabled. Curious gaze. Monkey. Mr. Gun. This stuff is tacky, but in terms of style and stuff, that is a spill on it. Looks comfy. Too bad you're too busy to sit down. This end table beers, the scars and coastered beverages. There's a rack of billiard cues. Grab one. Bobbly billiard cue. Might as well mox it. The thing about people who buy billiards tables is that they almost never kind of people who will properly maintain their cues. This cue does not provide evidence to the contrary. Ah, spittoon! There's a spittoon here. A bright, shiny, beautiful spittoon. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh boy, oh yeah, come to Papa. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Looking at someone who's kneeling down to a spittoon with their parent. Intention of sticking his whole entire face in it. Dive in. Unrequited. Load the spittoon that didn't love you back in good manner. Jam your hand in the spittoon up to the shoulder and find nothing. The brass bucket is shiny and clean. Outside and in, clean as the day it was born. The staff must have washed it. Looks brand new. Are you crying? I'm fine. You're crying. There was nothing in it. Why? Why would they clean the spittoon? We had something. How could this happen to me? Okay, well, I'll just be over here. Whenever you're done lying in the ground in a fetal position and hugging the spittoon, fine. Triangle billiards? There's a trapdoor in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. It's both the biggest and dumbest poster you've seen. Hey, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit-chat. Well, I just billiard. Step up or shut up. Challenge him to a game. Without a cue, and the ghost nods and racks the balls. He utterly trances you. You just can't seem to make the balls go where you intended. How sad showing us have I ever seen? Let me see that cue. That's the problem. These things about as straight as a banker's handshake. What? You're gonna need to lay this back true if you want a chance against me. Lathe. I don't know what lathe means. But sure. Oh. I hope I never meet a live duck this big. Oh no, it's a giant duck. Why isn't she here? She needs to see the giant angry duck. Sickening, killing, helpless, so fun stuffing its carcass is a grisly trophy. When it moves, his eyes is loose. Pop it out. Ah, glass eye. Okay, we can give that to one of the ghosts. It's just the head of the teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters die just to decorate rooms like this. These antlers are made of paper mache, apparently by somebody who has never seen antlers before. A whole rack of bowling trophies. If they were billiard trophies, they'd have been an easier pun to make. This table is covered with knife marks. Wonder why. There's a goblin head mounted in like a trophy in the wall. This would possibly be barbaric if not for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Pretty good, I am getting you, oh man. Oh yes, very much getting me. Nice. What is happening to you? Did Mr. Gunn hunting you and to cutting head off? No, Mr. Gunn, a good human man, is being very friends inside one of his bowling ball bags. My sport are growing. Only headroom. Mr. Gunn is finding me and hanging me up here to chatting with. Great guy. Wow, wait. I can tell it's fake because it isn't floating around the room setting stuff on fire. This is just a photograph of his face. Mr. Gunn is apparently really liberal with his definition of trophy. Hey man, stay in game. The only way to win is by repeatedly stabbing an opponent in the hand. This ghost is dressed up as a traditional safari hunter with a pith, helmet, and big wide mustache, and those weird cocky trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Renlex. Sean, I'm sure. No use in Camerton, at your service. Time for Hunter to become the hunted. What happened to you, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that old, it is a very exciting story, eh, what? I was hunting lions on the plains of the Sparangeti, and one of the blighters got the better of me. Wow, you were eaten by a lion? That sounds pretty exciting to me. Well, not eaten as such. Sneaky bugger crept in camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over me. Oh, maybe I can help you? Help me do what? Well, help you with whatever's keeping you as a ghost. Though now to say it, I guess there isn't much I can do to help you get revenge on the lion. Oh, no, it is revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I say. Turnabout is fair play and all that day, what? No, I do wish it done in a manner that made for a better story. Where are your ghost then? It's because of my one true regret. I never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. No, the most dangerous board game. Nobody was ever willing to play against me. A bally shame, eh, what? What's the game? It leads you over to the small table on which is laid out a board of alternating red and black squares with little wooden discs painted red and black as well. Checkers? Checkers jump and scatter as the ghost stabs two large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers. What are the rules? You know how to play checkers? Yes. You know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes. That's all you need to know. Okay. You yank one of the knives out of the board and the Lord usefully instructs you to hold it left-handed. The rules are, you may only attack your opponent's hand and only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers are played from where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which awards the opponent the stab-free turn. Appears to be primarily a game of concentration, quick movements, and feinting. Play aggressively. You start the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep your opponent from developing his pieces. Strategy somewhat effective, but Lord Houston doesn't scare easily. You manage to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter mid-game more or less evenly matched. Play intelligently. In the mid-game, you focus more on the checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering into position for some big gains in the long term. You suffer a few minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the endgame. Play craftfully. Lord Houston spots a hole in your defense, feints left, quickly slides one of his pieces through the gap and into your trap. This moves his hand into just a position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He easily yanks his hand out of the way. Your knife hits one of your pieces on its edge, flipping it across the board to land neatly in its back rank. King me! I say, I foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged, that's all. You sneaky blinder. Play continues, but with a king behind Lord Houston's lines, you clean up fairly quickly. Alright, lad, I concede. Marvelous play, eh, what? Well done. Gives you a smart salute. He fades away into nothingness. Phew! Right, neat. Alright, that's one more ghost dealt with in a nice and civil way. From the smell of it, Miss Gunn mostly burned garbage in this thing. It's a humidor full of cheap cigars. Grab one. Cheap cigar. Yay! This is a cigar for people who want, for some reason, to appear to have spent a lot of money in a disgusting habit without actually spending a lot of money in it. Puff. Light the cigar and take a single puff. It turns out a single puff is enough to make it sting for the rest of the day. Stunk up. Oh! 20% resistance. Neat. Grab one. Combine it with... Wait a second. What if you stuck this into one of those cigars you found? Yeah, what if it... Wait a second. You stuck this into... You poke a hole in the tip of the cigar and insert the dynamite. You got an exploding cigar. Explosion right next to somebody's face. The perfect prank. Exploding cigar. Neat. I'm sure this won't hurt anybody. Oh, hello. Guy doesn't notice you're approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops his glass on the floor, then squints in steadily at you. Then he takes the Marciona cherry from a bowl in the bar cart and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that! Sorry, just making sure you're not one of them ghosts. He drops another cherry into a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. You one of them, the museum employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing in here? Hiding. Buddy, I don't know if you didn't notice, but this house has got ghosts in it. You don't say. Whole bunches of them all over. So I don't know about you, but I'm staying right here. It's nice and drunk. I mean safe. Wouldn't you rather get out of here? No, all the booze. That's booze. I'm really scared of when ghosts go boo, you know. Like, get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said when you said they're ghosts. They could be anywhere, except in here. Exactly. I'm leaving without a guarantee that those ghosts won't grab me on the way out. We could get disguised you. Shower curtain. Hey, look. Use this white shower curtain disguised as a ghost, then it won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but he tosses back his drink and pours another. The eye holes. That curtain got no holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see. Huh. So you think you don't actually want to leave? No! What do you give me that? It's terrible in here. Shoot some holes in the curtain. Narrow your eyes at him and blast some holes in the curtain with a pistol. Okay, geez, I get the picture. He grabs an armload of bottles from the car, pulls the shower curtain over his head, and staggers out the door. Yay, experience. Museum employee has drunk a lot of this cart's contents, but there are a few bottles left. Grab one. Man, this finest cotton candy snapped. Cotton candy flavor alcohol? That sounds like I don't drink alcohol, but if somebody offered me that, I would be even more against ever drinking alcohol. Huh? If you're going to commission a painting of swords, you think at least that's for nice swords. I mean, those are nice swords. Oh, bowling is good. Of course, it's clear in its artistic intent, but not very imaginative. There's a big red button on this. This is where the bowling balls would come out of it while it's working. The bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. Oh, I can't reset it. Gotta jump on him. A bowler geist! First to shoot all enemies for a little bit. Alright. Boost my mysticality. And then I boost my own mysticality. And then I should throw fire at the bowling ball. The poltergeist is gone. Oh, bowling championship ring. What's that do? Oh, makes me a better tank. Good, the XR85 is complete trash. Yeah, they have the 86, that's good. They skipped the 85er. Oh, okay, so you can reset it. That's cute. Do I even need to boost myself? I don't think I do. Nope, not even remotely. The poltergeist is no match for me. Get out of here. A bowling pin. 17 armor. It's a weapon, okay. One more. I'm just gonna do nothing and then I'm just gonna throw fire at it because I'm more than strong enough to kill it. There we go. Bowling ball chunk. Hat? Okay. Deals damage equal to your muscle. Oh, okay. That's a cute item to have. That's a nice one. Alright, those are all the rooms here. Can't go into Mrs. Gunn, she's locked the door. Music room, was there anything here? Other than that, there but doesn't if you lose treble chat. Always say to these things, without the lady here to crank it, the hurdy-gurdy, it's not hurdy-gurdy. If you lose treble crafts. Piano from earlier. Hey friend, this is a ghost of an orchestra conductor, unless it's a ghost of someone pretending to be an orchestra conductor. Either way, he's very agitated about something, or he's conducting a flight of the bumblebee. Try talking to him. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't actually hear the music. What are you conducting? It is the finale of the year 1812! Psalm Overture by Tchaikovsky. Oh, the 1812 Overture. Sure, that would have been my second guess. Or is it orchestra like double ghosts or something? Oh no, I see. No, there is no orchestra. I merely have this piece of music incomparably lodged in my head. It's been nagging at me incessantly ever since my death. Ask about his death. This is just a guess, but did you die during a performance of the 1812 Overture? That is correct, yes. Very astute of you. And the finale of the piece feature is real actual cannons, right? Is that how you died? If it was my fate to be slain by a piece of music, cannons would have been far preferable to my utterly first-year demise. What happened? The overture requires several cannons because it is impossible to load a single cannon quickly enough to fire the score demands. However, the stage we were performing on could not have borne the weight. What do you do? It was not informed on the difficulty. It was far too late to make any changes. It transpired that the stage manager decided it would be sufficient to give a box of bullets to the tuba player. You were shot by a tuba? I was shot, as you said. Say, by a tuba. Wow, no wonder Henry was a ghost. Oh, it isn't the ridiculousness of my death that troubles me, really. Accidents happen, as with any of the performing arts. A colleague of mine was decapitated by an errant cymbal during a performance of Paganini's Violin Concerto No. 1. Such is the risk as we take for our art. Gosh. The problem is that the 1812 Overture's finale is very dramatic and energetic piece. This music constantly replaying itself in my head. I've been utterly unable to find any piece. I'll see if I can think of to help you. Damn, should I have given him the silenter? Play something. The only sheet music you have is blank. Who do you think you are? John Cage? No. Kid's room. It's doll mime. How adorable. And the miner's Minecraft. Did I already... Did I get what I needed for you? Nope. I did not get what I needed for her. Oh, spooky lullaby sheet music. Oh, I didn't. I was just walking up to see. Describe a spooky lullaby on this sheet of music, or rather, something used your hands to perform the operation, since you don't actually know how to read music. Oh, that sounds about right for me. Oh, a lot of stuffing. Sure. Alright. Play the lullaby. Don't worry, I'll make you sleep. I'll replace the music in your head with different music. See how good I am at this? I totally know how to play music. This is me IRL playing. Promise. Ah, he finally got some rest. Okay, well that was nice. Can I take the thing he had? No. Alright, how many left? 7. 1 on the first, 3 on the second, 3 on the third. Okay. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Seems rude to shoot off guns in the music room anyway. Besides, that full actually has a motor converted in an electric bagpipe. I don't use it very much. Why not? Well, firstly, I'm a terrible bagpipe player. Secondly, I have to blow into the end of the rifle. That makes me really nervous. Understandably. Go to second floor. I have the... I got the eye. Guest room. I got the fake eye. Yes, kind of. Here, have a glass eye. How kind. Thank you very much. She takes the glass eye from me and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her onto the floor. She tells us to pick it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. I wasn't certain this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. I have a hammer I can borrow. Hammer? Yeah. I'll do nicely. Thank you. Takes the hammer, places the glass eye on her desk, and smashes it with a precise crack. Ah, perfect. She back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from the shattered fragments. After blowing the dust off it, she tucks it into her eye socket. That fits much better. Does it work? Well, now that you mention it, no, I can't actually see with it. It's a ghost of a glass eye after all. Oh dear, this won't do at all. What a shame. No, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. What do you mean? Well, I always assumed then someone loses an arm or something, you just stick around as an arm ghost. That's why people say they feel it itching sometimes, because you still got an arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome. So logically, if the rest of you becomes a ghost after that, it would hook right back up. But then, where did my eye go? Maybe it got pushed back inside your head? Ghost thinks about it for a second and shakes her head. No, that seems right. What? I do think I felt something just then. Shakes her head again. My goodness gracious. Keep going. It's like one of those puzzles where you try to get the marble in the hole. She bends her head forward and continues shaking it. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound and then a plop. She straightens her back up, blinking with 2 eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or whatever. Or wherever. The ghost gives a friendly wave and fades into sight, out of sight. Well, that's that then. Good. What do you need? I think this is what we were looking for, exploding cigar. That's an exploding cigar. Yep, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but not this time. What do you use for the explosive? I found a really small firecracker, just big enough to blow up the cigar without also blowing up someone's face. Also without the, violent lead projectile. You're a genius. Please, let me see it in action so I can finally rest. Light it up. Fine. Ah! Bye, dude. What I do to free these ghosts from the mortal realm. Ow, my face. That might have just been a tiny thing, but boy did it sting. Get my moxie up a little bit. Just make sure it's not too under all the others. Muscle and mysticality are over 100. Moxie is like so much weaker. Alright, have a look in. 5. We have 1 on the first floor, 1 on the second, and 3 on the third. Yeah, no, we just got him. Nobody in the restroom. I don't remember where the ghost was. No, we did the lawyer one, didn't we? Oh, we didn't talk to... Oh, no, we didn't. Right, we needed we were doing the Phoenix Wright thing. A quick review: a duel is legally provided to people at a specific prearranged time and place using the same or at least essentially similar weapons, and they have to either face each other down or quick draw at the appointed moment, or do the 10 paces and turn and fire routine. Is that right? That's the gist of it, yes. So I guess let's start with you telling me the facts of the case, and I'll interrupt you rudely if I have any question. Alright, if you push me over trivial nonsense, I'll get mad and let's start over. Seems serious, go ahead. McReady and Timsbury got into an argument in a saloon on the evening of June 17th. Apparently, Timsbury accused McReady of cheating at poker. Or question. Shoot! Tell me about it. We did this. Okay. Yeah, that's the what we did yesterday. Let's go. Go on. The bartender yelled at them to take it outside, but since it was dark out, they agreed to meet for a duel the next day. And that would be the 18th, he said. Yes, June 18th, 1878. I have a question. What? Why didn't they just fight right then? Why didn't they just not fight? Did they set a specific time for the duel? Yes, high noon. Figures. Why is it always high noon? Tradition, I suppose, and since the sun is at its highest in the sky, everything's brightly lit and there aren't any many shadows, so that's good for gunfighting. Makes sense. Plus, you can go have your duel on your lunch break. May I ask something else? What? Why didn't they just not fight? Well, a fight breaks out in the heat of the moment. That's one thing. But they cool off enough to schedule a meeting for the next day and still go through with it. A card game is a heck of a thing to get killed over. It's an honor thing, I suppose. That and they were each confident that they wouldn't be the one getting killed. Yes, it's dumb, but it's also extremely immaterial. Toxic definitions of masculinity and the general lawlessness of frontier are not what's in trial here. Fair enough. Let me ask something else. What? In the fight right then. Because it was dark. You can't have a gunfight in dark. No, I get that. But they could have just had a regular fist fight. They were man enough to shoot each other to death, but not to punch each other. Well, without getting too psychoanalytic, these guys were gunfighters. I mean, they counted that a significant part of their identity. Fighting without guns is not just outside their wheelhouse. They considered it a waste of their time and talents, like asking a fancy French chef to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Something else. I don't know what happened next. Well, the next day they both showed up shortly before noon and squared off about 30 feet from each other. When noon struck, McReady fired fast enough that Timsbury didn't get a shot off, on account of having his head shot off. That's pretty much the long and short of it. I'm gonna ask for more details on that. Go ahead. What weapons? McReady had a 45 caliber single action armor revolver. Timsbury had an older model 36 caliber Captain Bull Navy revolver, which he loaded with a paper cartridge instead of packing the gunpowder by hand. Objection, those are significantly different weapons. Are you kidding me? They're both pistols. A modern cartridge revolver versus an antique Captain Bull loader. Ridiculous. That antique was production until 1873, was considered one of the most reliable and popular six-shooters in the territories. Furthermore, the restrictions against differing weapons in a duel is about pistols versus rifles or proverbial knife in a gunfight. Or, as more recent, for example, and if we're trying to argue the law against a professional attorney. Geez, that's a bit harsh. We're done there. Get out! Oh boy, I'm not a good lawyer. Don't hire me to do any sort of this for you. Right, yeah. That seems fair, yeah. I have a question. Sorry, never mind. I'm gonna ask some details. Consider a witness. About half a dozen of them, watching from across the street, peeking through half-open shutters, were interviewed. Yes, and the stories lined up with what I just told you. Were any of them known associates of McReady? I'm not aware of any of them being an actual friend of McReady, but he was a local, and a lot of people knew him. He gives a suspicious look. Wait a minute, just where are you going with objection? Oh, come on! Any of those people could have interceded on McReady's behalf. What? And done what exactly? Well, they could have shot Timsville with a more accurate weapon, like a rifle, or then with 2 gunshots instead of just 1. Are you suggesting you shot him with a poisoned blowgun dart? Well, was it tested for poison? Get out! Damn it! Oh boy. I'm not good at this. Legal? No. Okay. That's fair. Go ahead. Go on. Okay, go on. Fired exactly. Yes, as soon as the church bell started ringing, made McReady's pocket watch. Yes, he had a fancy pocket watch that chimed in the hour. Is that reported for some reason? Objection, McGrady was cheating. Gah! McGrady had been accused of cheating in the past, and this time he was. What are you talking about? All he had to do was set his watch a few seconds early. That doesn't make any sense. He didn't shoot early, he shot when the church bell rang. That's verified by witness testimony. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he used the watch to warn him when the church bells were about to ring. A 5-second get ready alert would have given him a huge advantage in reaction time. Ha! What do you say to that, Counselor? You know, I'll give you that one. That's not bad. There's just two problems with that argument. Oh, what? Firstly, you're just guessing. You have no evidence. Ah, well. Secondly, even if McGrady was using that trick, he may as well been. He was pretty clever. It wouldn't be illegal. What? There's nothing in duel prohibiting the use of minor strategies like that. So long as McGrady didn't fire before the appointed time, it's all above board. Nice try, Mr. Prosecutor, but I think you'd better think about this case a bit more before trying again. Pushes out of the gallery and shuts the door. God, well, nuts. I will figure out how to get through this. I might not even have all the context. That seems fair. Yep. Some questions. What was the name of the saloon? The Two-Headed Horse. Or did it have one? No, I think the proprietor was going for a sort of double entendre, but it doesn't really work. No, it doesn't. Two-Headed Spider maybe, but anyway, do you have any questions? Can we go get on with it? Go ahead. Okay, go on. I'm gonna have to add the details. Fire as noon. Yes, that's what I just said. Have you got a point to make, or are you just stalling for time to think? Objection! God, what the heck? Grady fired at the wrong time. What are you talking about? He fired exactly at noon. With the church bells, there are witnesses. That's right, he fired at the clock noon, but the duel was set for high noon. They aren't the same thing. High noon is just when the sun is at its highest point in the sky, depending on geography and the time of year. It can be hours different from clock noon. McGrady fired early. It makes the duel illegal. So what do you say, Counselor? Felicity gives you a slow smile. I gotta hand it to you, Prosecutor Van Lax. You're a lot better at this than I was giving credit for. It's a good thought you had there. There's just one problem with it. Oh, what is it? I already thought it. Take that! She hurls a small book at you, which you just barely managed to catch. 1878 Nautical Almanac. Gah! What the heck is this? I did my homework when I was preparing for the trial. My legal homework, since at that time I expected there would be an actual trial, not a gunfight. What you were holding there is a nautical almanac for the year 1878. There are bookmarks. If you'd like to do the math yourself, if you look at the solar noon, okay, high noon for you June 18th, and make adjustments for Venus longitude, what do you think you get? You've got to be kidding me. That's right, Mr. Prosecutor. 12 o'clock p.m. Precisely. No! Nice try, though. I mean, that's all my ammo. Can't think of any other way to disprove McGrady's innocence. As far as I can see it, it was a fair duel. Yes, and that me with the guilt of an innocent man on my hands. An innocent man's death. Sure, I'm good at repeating things people say. What if he didn't die? Say what now? Well, you didn't exactly see the execution, right? Yes, well, I was indisposed, you might say, being dead and all. So you don't actually know whether or not it happened. Oh, come on. Look, I appreciate the effort, but you're barking at the moon. Let me ask you something. Alright, go ahead. Okay, tell me about McGrady. He was a gunfighter, through and through, but I mean he was an adrenaline addict, and dueling was his needle of choice. Hell, if you told me you had evidence that he cheated poker with the specific intent of baiting people and challenging him to duels, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. He was a sly one. His expression softens in his size. I make him sound like a real devil, that's not fair. He was smart and charming, and could have been a good man if he'd chosen an entirely different life for himself. Anything else? Well, I recall he was a real good head for numbers. He told me that he never forgot a date, and that every man he'd ever killed. Remember to pour beer on the grave on their birthday? Oh, that's nice. A nice birthday present would have been not having killed them in the first place, of course. Yep. I have another question. Alright, go ahead. Why did he invoke trial by combat? Assuming he was innocent, why would McGrady invoke trial by combat? This case is pretty straightforward. You only worsened his odds. I was mighty surprised, let me tell you. The only thing I can figure out is that it was his damn fool sense of gunfighter pride or something. Like that was the only form of justice he was willing to submit himself to. Other question. Alright, go ahead. Was the trial right after the duel, the 19th? No. I don't know what arena's like now, but I didn't have the proper courthouse then, and you can't try a murder charge in the sheriff's front parlor. McGrady sat in jail for a couple of weeks, and then they transported him to Frisco. What with one thing and another, the trial didn't start on July 25th. Gee, so much for the right to speed a trial. That would grind slow. I have another question. When was the execution? Well, we held the trial by combat on the 26th, and that was Friday. And prisoners on the weekend, so presumably it would have been the following Monday, the 29th, in the morning. What with setting up the gallows and letting a crowd gather, they usually happen in the afternoon, around 3 typically. I have another question. Right, go ahead. I'll be back. I need to do some research. Nautical Almanac and Astronomical Ephemeris of the year 1878. Look up the date in it. This book is almost entirely tables of numbers labeled things like logarithm of the radius vector of the Earth. You look up any day of the year 1878 in it. Though, who knows if you'll be able to figure anything out from what it gives you. Look up a date. July. You flip to July. Pick a day. Look up the day and you get a lot of numbers that don't mean anything to you. Good. Hey Paul, hey, do you know anything? Hey pal, how's it going? Is the ghost still here? Yeah, she's still here, I'll let you know. This one 45 states. Statistics. Oh, fascinating. Whoa. Ah! What's the skinny compadre? She has an eyebrow. Jim glances at one of her weird instruments. Talk back on it. Sounds like a real complicated one. Yeah, probably. We have a simple solution. Fires parts of a science rifle. Just saying. I'll let you know. 1878. Oops. Oh, you can't do numbers at all? Damn, I can't believe she had the perfect counter. So I did manage to get to the second part of it, so I don't have to redo the first part, but I need to learn something about McReady. They went to Frisco? Can I figure something about him in Frisco then? There. Okay, go. Alright. Let's walk all the way to Frisco. Just talk to people in Frisco and see. Bye bye, barman. Nobody else in here. Damn, can flip this over for one experience apparently. Nope. It doesn't seem to be anything to find in Frisco. Hey, cheap tequila. Nom nom. Sure is good. Lathe. You can make some billiards cue less wobbly. Give it a shot. Lathe, rinse, and repeat until the cue is fixed. Balanced billiards cue. Ah, perfect. How's it looking? Plus 10 Moxie. Hooray! This billiards cue has been lathed into shape. Maybe we can now beat the guy in the billiards room, I guess. He was on the second floor? Oh, he was on the third floor. All the way to the left. Maybe. There he is. Challenge him to a game. Pull out your cue and the ghost nods and racks the ball. It proceeds to crush you. Something seems wrong, like your cue isn't connecting with the ball properly. Ghost shakes his head. I'm totally new to this, ain't ya? You should chalk your cue. That chalk can bury yours. Mine's ghost chalk. Wouldn't work. Dang it. Like chalk somewhere? Hey, you don't happen to have any chalk, right? Cheap cigar, why not? Don't they use chalk on their fingers when they're playing bowling or something? Not here at least, it seems like. Can't do that. Nope. Ha! Where would we get chalk? What did you need? Oh, she wanted real tea. Ooh. Nope. Maybe we can find tea in the kitchen. Yeah, the mini tea set or whatever. I also grab another string bean. Yay! Now I can make another silencer, I guess. Don't have the thing I need for that yet. Pants, 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 more pants, all the pants. So many pants. We have all the pants in the goddamn world here. Okay, there's no tea in the kitchen for some reason. Lard next to the larder. Nothing we can pick up there. Look, old photos, look through them. Photo of Lardest. Hey, one of those is a photo of the Lardest guy. Okay, maybe we can give that to the dude. Micah Silencer. Sure, there we go. You've done enough damage here. Paint, no. Can't do anything with the paint. There's nothing in a cupboard. Could disappoint so many kids on Crimbo morning with this amount of coal. Ahoy hoy, Danda, welcome, welcome. Yes, it is. We are playing the DLC. Because I find it very funny. So I wanted to keep extending how long the game would take. So that is why we're still going. But yeah, it's been fun. It's a silly little game. Yeah, very fun. I've been enjoying it immensely. So, but I do think we will finish today. I just need to make all the ghosts be at peace and pass on to the afterlife. Some of them, how many do we have left? We have 5 ghosts left, and I think we might be going to get down to 4 now by giving one of the ghosts what they wanted. This ghost wanted a picture of himself. So you have returned. So you have returned. I've seen you as the covered the photograph I have acquired. I found no photo that actually looks like you here. A marvelous was resemblance. Yeah, it's a pretty decent pic. Good thing light travel faster than bullets. Now my image will not be lost to the ravages of time. Merci bien, you, my friend. He hangs the photo in the window and dissipates into nothingness. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, it looks exactly like him. Ah, just get a vacuum cleaner, yeah. Sadly, they hadn't invented vacuum cleaners at this point of time, so we can't. Only vibration magic aliens. Alright, so there are no more ghosts on the first floor. Alright, do any of you sell tea? Like, we have the visitor center. Do any of you sell tea? So you make the tokens, you validated me already. She makes the music, he greeted me. Ask for info. Oh, hi, thanks again for freeing me from the MacBook. It's still kind of a marks with engraving pressed into your face. I'm hoping if every time. But if not, I can always quiz myself by shaving. So what do you do here? Provide information. Want some? Sure. Yeah, great, that's what I'm here for. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about Mrs. Gunn? Her full name is Teresa Olivia Gunn, but informally she goes by Terry. She was born in 1847 to Reginald and Priscilla de Gunn. Her mother was a mathematician and founding member of the Western Society of Mathematics in 1870, and her father was a catapult operator in the unpleasant disagreement of 1862. Yeah, how are you doing, Denma? Are you feeling better? His voice starting to come back properly, and wrists behaving more, or still, is it still a bit of a struggle? I'm hoping it goes better for you. I'm just gonna go hopefully find out how to put them all to rest within like 3 hours today. She invented a gun in 1869 at the age of 22. There's a photograph of her on the wall there, accepting a prestigious inventing award. She married her husband Dan 20 years ago, in 1875, and they had 3 daughters. Not talked too much last few days unless I talk a lot, which is nice, and it's a bit rougher since I've had to do stuff. Ah, that sucks. Hopefully. Did you end up going to like a doctor or something to talk about it, or do you just betting on it eventually wearing off? Because I can promise you, these issues don't just wear off, and it sounded like you have had it for a while. Interesting. Other than that, there's not a lot to know about her. She's a very private person, especially after she gave the house to the Historical Foundation and locked herself in a room 4 years ago. Anything else you'd like to know about? Yes. Mrs. Gunn's family. Right, let's see. She married Dan Stapler Mover in 1875. He was the inventor of the staple remover. Did you know that? They met at an inventors convention 3 years previously. Dan decided to take her last name because he had wanted to call his invention Office Chomper, and he was always a little annoyed that people called it after him instead. They had 3 daughters named Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose. That's nice. Unfortunately, Dan vanished mysteriously in 1889, shortly after Rose was born. Nobody knows what happened to him, although it's generally assumed he was killed by bandits while he was on road with gun industry's business. And then all the 3 girls were missing the year after. They went to summer camp and were just never heard from again. No ransom note or anything. Mrs. Gunn was never the same after that, naturally. She started blaming it on ghosts, though as far as I know there's been no ghost activity here until just the other day. Anything else you'd like to know about? Yeah. Gunn Manor. Isn't it amazing? Mrs. Gunn had it built in the mid to late 70s when she and her husband decided to start a family. It was finished in 1877. There's 8 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. There's a whole host of modern conveniences like electric lights, a coal-fired boiler, and a bowling alley. My personal favorite room is the library, but I guess you knew that one already. Mrs. Gunn donated the house to the Historical Society in 1891 with the provision that to keep the place properly maintained and send meals up to her room in the kitchen dumbwaiter. She actually never comes out of her room since then, although she still communicates via telephone or the house intercom sometimes. Anything else? Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, I would like to know about rocks. Rocks, great. I know a ton of stuff about rocks now, specifically igneous rocks and granite in particular. Did you know hitting someone with a rock was the very first human invention, and the second was swearing? Oh, tell me another one. Sure. How about these? Granite gravestones and memorials are considered a status symbol because the tools to carve and engrave such hard stone with speed and precision have only recently been invented. In fact, until about 15 years ago, there was only one workshop in the world that produced them, run by the inventor Alexander McDonald, he owned a farm. Who also invented the house burger, although that proved less popular because Hausbergite is not one of the edible kinds of igneous rock. Another one. Sure, how about this? The upper section of the Earth's crust is made of 94% igneous rock and 1% marzipan. Oh, what do you know? Feed him rocks. He was stuck under a book about rocks, so now all he knows is rocks. Sure, how about this? Granite was an integral part of the architecture of many ancient societies, which is why the ruins of those buildings still exist today. Unlike those of ancient peoples, who built all the structures out of cheese and wheat paste. Oh, cool. How about this? The third breed of sport curling uses stones and brushes made specifically out of granite. Cool. Sure, how about this? Granite is frequently used as a building material due to its strength and pleasant grey colour. Sure, how about this? The word granite comes from the ancient word granum or grain because of its pleasant wheaty smell. Huh. How about this? Some of the most interesting rocks in the world can be found near the four magnetic poles. Geologists call granite mashy because it doesn't have any internal structures, and also because it comes in great big lumps. Oh, cool. Souvenirs. The guy from the bar cart is leaning heavily against a display of shot glasses with different names etched onto them. Sign on the display reads, personalized shot glasses, 1300 neat. The guy picks up a bottle stashed behind the display and fills a shot glass labeled Jefferson. Is that your name, Jefferson? I don't have enough meat for that. I would need a lot more money. Alright. So I need to figure out how to do better at law, but I haven't really seen any other places. So we can't go into the Mrs. Gunn's room. So we have 4 ghosts, 3 are on the 3rd floor. So we have the child ghost here, who we need to make some tea for. Tea service. Teapot and some cups on a pewter tray. Just that a bunch of imaginary friends and got tea party. Can't go in there. So I need to find chalk. I need to somehow convince her I need chalk. Writing learned to use by children who grow up to be vandals later in life. Ah, that was chalk is. Neat. Now I know. Nothing else to do with the defective bathtub. Investigate it. In your heart, blah blah blah. No chalk hidden in there. I like that they provide a brooding table so you can sit and brood in your room. Maybe I could use coal. Coal is just like chalk, right? If I could use coal instead to chalk my billiards cue, whatever it's called. I'm sure they do the exact same thing, don't they? pretty sure they do the same thing. Let's try and put some of that instead of chalk. I'm sure it'll work. Nope. Cannot do that. Could drag out and kill some more spiders if we wanted to. Please, turn it on. Pour a little bit of water onto the dirt floor, making it hot mud. Nope. Ha! There, this bush seems full of pinto kidney beans. Hey, this might make a decent chili. Oh, I could have gone here to get chili beans, but I am a bean slinger, which meant I didn't have to go and get these. But otherwise, I would have had to go here. So I could have finished it. Huh? Neat. That's kind of cute. That you could go here and get the stuff, but because I was a bean slinger, I could just make beans appear. Kind of hoping there were gonna be tea leaves here or something that I could get. Oh, oopsie. Huh. Nope. Where the hell do you find... There's nothing in the cellar from what I could see. I haven't seen a picture that sort of would indicate that maybe you could use a picture. Like, it's a picture of chalk. Let me grab some chalk. All cartoon-like. Solution. Search the library for a solution. What if we went through all that? I haven't gotten another book that can like tell me anything, I'm pretty sure. So what day was it specifically? July 25th. Sure. Was my greatest trial started? No special astronomical events that day, as far as you can tell. 26th. 29. That was when McGregor was going to be executed. Let's see. Wow, wait a minute. According to this, there was a total eclipse on the sun that day. Extended right over the Western Territories with its totality of 2:47 p.m. That's one hell of a thing. Does that somehow help my case? I looked up July 29th in your almanac. What? What? No, you're just messing with me. No, look yourself. Total totality at 2:47 p.m. right over the Western Territories. Well, that's quite a thing, but I don't see how that affects weight. Unless you're suggesting, right, it was a perfect opportunity for McGrady to escape. That's absurd. Absurd like a fox. You said yourself that McGrady was really good at remembering dates. He could have read about the eclipse at any time and stored that knowledge away for future use. Like to give himself an advantage in a duel or something. All right, that's reasonable as far as it goes, but McGrady couldn't have worked the eclipse into an escape plan because he didn't have any say over the court schedule. You said, what with one thing and another, a trial didn't start on July 25th. McGrady could have caused any number of those delays himself by faking illness in prison or messing with the horse in the ride to Frisco or anything. This would also explain the trial by combat. You mean there ended up being too much delay, so if a regular trial went on for too long, if it's found guilty, he'd have missed its eclipse? Exactly, whereas if he called for trial by combat, everything would be solved one way or the other in only one more day. Maybe you'd win, and that'd be fine, but if you lost, he could have used his escape plan. I have to admit, this is pretty compelling. There's all maybes and what ifs. Yeah, maybe if it happened, but maybe if credit was rescued by leprechauns. Oh man, are the leprechauns in Frisco? You need some kind of hard evidence before this is more than just a fun story, is what I mean. Let me ask me something else. How can I find evidence of McCready's escape? Well, we don't know that an escape happened, true. Something like that would have been the news for certain. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I gotta go to the fucking newspaper room again? I don't remember how to get to the fucking newspapers. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up, how to get into the newspaper room again. The hedge maze. Alright. Let's get the news. No, wrong one. This one. Alright, so north, east, west, south. Any of these? God damn it! North, east, west, south. Okay, so none of these have the information. Second floor library? News. The flavor of sandwich near a bucket. Ah, yeah, that's what the news are. Totally. McReady. Someone to sequesters fire for chemistry. Oh, good. Find a few bundles of old newspapers at the bottom one shelf. The Frisco Newsinator. Start at the bottom of the stack and flip through them until you find a paper for the week of July 28th, August 3rd, 1878. The main feature has to do with the eclipse and various accidents and spectacles that occurred because most people weren't expecting it. The editor apologized for burying the announcement in the previous week's weather forecast. Most notably, all three men scheduled to be hanged on the 29th escaped in the confusion. Only two of them were recaptured. Unfortunately, the names aren't given. Keep looking. Don't find anything else relevant to the case. However, as you're putting the paper back in order on the shelf, a headline on the more recent issue catches your eye. Husband of famous inventor missing. The article is light on information, but the appearance of Mrs. Gunn, husband Dan, vanished on the road while traveling to Dirtwater on a business about 6 years ago. Law enforcement suspected bandits. No evidence was found. That's kind of grim. Well, we found a maybe. I don't have hard evidence of the name, but is this going to be enough for her? I've got a question for you. I found a newspaper article. The guy scheduled to be executed the day after Eclipse escaped, and one of them was never caught. Which one? Well, didn't say, did it? Nope, damn it. Unexecuted criminals aren't given gravestones with their names on them, so you can't just go looking around Frisco Cemetery to find it out. Listen, relax. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but at this point you'd had to actually find McReady himself to prove that he wasn't executed due to my failure. Well, I guess I'll have to do that then. Paul, do you know anybody named McReady? God damn it, Paul, you're completely useless. Alright, so apparently it caught my eye. Do I have to travel to Dirtwater and get a random event? Nothing. Get out of here, skeleton. You're far beneath me at this point. One more. On one side of the trailer, you can see a covered wagon and a small family settlers who look upset. Folks, okay? Found on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke it down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Give them a ride to Dirtwater. Alright, I'll give you. Wait a minute. You got 2 horses hitched to this wagon. Why don't you just ride a horse? What? You know how to ride a horse, don't you? Just ride to Dirtwater. But these cart horses. Oh, for the love, help them ride. You help the confused settlers figure out how to sit on the back of the cart horse and lead them back to Dirtwater on the rope. Poor skeleton. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The skeleton was in my way. I needed to handle him quick and effectively, and yeah, that was the only way I know how, with violence. Okay, anything on the couches that they used? No. Don't know if you sell chalk. No framed photograph of Mrs. Gunn and all. Okay. Info. Hey, you don't happen to have any information on... No. No. Don't have enough for the shot glass still. Because there's just nothing. Where is this place? Could be anywhere. Ha. I would have to find McReady himself. I don't feel like they want you to go leave like this place for any of them. I feel like they don't really want you to do that. Maybe, but it would be weird if they wanted you to leave and go to a specific place in the regular map. I really feel like it's going to be like isolated. Everything you need in order to get them. Man, the other one I'm doing where I'm going to just kill them is going to be so much easier. Okay, what other places could you go in the map? Okay, so we got the Wii, then we got south, south, north, east, north, east. Okay, and then we have north, north, west, south, west, Yeah, and that's how we get this. Yeah, and those are all the different ones. So we do not have more. Wait, that's why it's called the Lord of the Rings. There's nothing here. Mordor. Moidoi, I said. Moidoi. Have that. We can't mess with that anymore. Ah, there's 4 ghosts left. I don't know how to make the tea. I don't know how to do legalese. There's apparently no tea at all in the kitchen area. Ha. I haven't seen any of the pictures do anything specific. To chalk my cube. There's a trap door in the ceiling. If I could get something to stand on, I could reach it. Can I take the giant angry duck and put it under it and then I can climb on top of the duck? No. Grab another one. So I need a ladder. I haven't seen a ladder anywhere either. Can't go into Mrs. Gunn. She's gonna be the last ghost I'm expecting at this point. Don't know how to handle that one. I'm really stuck now. I have no clue. Can't go in here. I can't beat the guy at billiards because I don't have. I need my upgrade my queue. I don't know how to do the tea thing. I don't know how to do the legalese thing. And there's 4 ghosts, and I only know of 3, which is reinforcing my thought that Mrs. Gunn is just another ghost. Wait, there's a stepladder here. No, it's not tall enough that I could get up there. Would have gotten as far away from Frisco as possible. So Frisco is there. Is he the professor? Has he been living here in guilt? Is it the professor somehow? Sounds great. No, I don't care about this. Hey, you don't happen to be... Nope. Investigate a smoke in the nearby campfire. Find a band snoozing cozily beneath a large and colorful quilt. Seems like a strange choice for camping gear, right? And then he wakes up and jumps to his feet, revealing that the large and colorful quilt is actually a large and colorfully quilted pair of pants. Stark contrast with whimsical pants is undeniably hostile. Misinform him. Howdy there, sorry to bother you. I was just looking at the elaborately quilted designer for pants. This is quite a find. What you got here? What do you mean? Oh, you see, I'm a student of archaeology, and some of these patterns are very similar to an ancient script I'm familiar with. I believe that you have here may be the key to lost civilization. Would you mind turning around so I can see the back? Nonplussed, it turns around. You poke at the hip of quilted fabric while lifting his wallet from his back pocket. Yes, about 2 days' ride northeast. You should look for a great big rock. Yeehaw! Thanks, stranger. No problem. Snake Spring? Wait. He was called Dan. Is it Dynamite Dan? Damn. It was not, potentially. The husband's name was Dan, which is why I was like, oh wait, is that who it is? Sure, kill the poor little defenseless robot thing. Get out of here. Snake Spring. That's about as far away. Oh, apparently it was one of these. The case-shaped elevator body device humps as you approach a floating window and peer through. Opens it onto the incredibly brightly lit interior of a building. A sign on the far wall reads Snake Spring Plumbing Supply, estimated 1925, and a sign on a nearby bin full of toilet plungers says plungers, 45,000 meat each. That's exorbitant. They're not even special solid gold toilet plunger or anything like that, just regular plungers. To grab one. Got plunger. We finally found the other kind of plunger. Neat. Again, I'm just feeling like they're not gonna have you really need to go to the regular, but... I'm really not seeing it. I'm also still missing a couple of the employees. Press talk button. Nope. No photos of interest. And nothing to help me get taller. Can't push this now. I'm really kind of stuck here now. I'll bring you with me. Huh. I'll become a ghost at this rate. Yep. I will join the ghosts and be forever stuck in this place. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I can see it because I am very stumped on what I'm supposed to do. Okay, what items do I have? I have the souvenir, I have the bushwhacker, I have wreath of laurels, magic infused salad, I have his orb, I have the hedge clippers. Yeah, this is like looking from the hedge clippers is probably one of the better places to start from. Because that's like where I can assume that I started getting items specifically from the DLC. Because I have the tea service thing, but I don't know what to do with them. I feel like I've clicked everything. What was the first part of the label before I decided to buy this? Manly's finest. Huh. Yeah, because we climb down. There's nothing here from what I'm seeing. I can't figure out these three at all. Like, I am looking at what feels like everything and not seeing, just not at all seeing what it is that they want me to look for, apparently. Because, like, the child wants tea. Makes sense that whatever you need for tea is in the kitchen somewhere, but it is not. And I have the tea sets, I just need the tea. She wants a tea party. What else does a tea party need? Like cookies or something? Like biscuits? Which also I would expect to be in the goddamn kitchen. We have the dining room, which I have also looked fairly thoroughly on. Plus there was no food here, because he was giving the ghost fake food. I don't have anything that gets me tall enough to get up to the attic. I haven't seen anything that would do that. I can't figure out what next for the McGrady case. Because either it requires me to go in a specific place on the regular map, or I need to figure out a specific... maybe there's a ladder in the library. Maybe if I search what a ladder is, there will magically be a ladder. Tree with a vintage machine. Nope. Staircase. Someone who captured children from farming. Is this definitely an English dictionary? Friends. Type of brass potato used in teaching. Oh, huh. Law. Yellow both a gadget and a vehicle. T. Type of burning hose used in accounting. Leaves. Tea leaves. Brighten umbrella with a chemical. Water. A machine behind a mechanical cat. I knew it! So I get that again. Mrs. Gunn's husband Dan vanished on the road while traveling to Dirtwater. Yeah, but she has a friend there. she has somebody who's currently like with her. So it sounded like she wanted tea. I'll go talk because the guy is like, help me. He's like, did you find any way to do a tea party for me? Let's see. Back to the 3rd floor. Because I don't think she says anything else now. I don't remember all the things she said. Oh, wrong one. Middle one. There she is. Hello again, sir. Did you find some real tea? So she wants some real tea. Because she's tired of playing pretend and not having actual tea. From my tiny bones. The tea series, like teeny tiny hat. Tainted milk. The worst gun. Huh. Boo. Yeah, and he's just trying to be like, oh, hoi hoi, Catherine. Welcome, welcome. We're playing some Western Loathing, and I'm really stumped right now. I can't figure out how to put the 3 ghosts to peace. And then a 4th that I don't know who it is, but I'm guessing it's the host. Hope you're doing well. I don't understand where they want me to go anymore. All the other ones have had semi-sensible things. And this one is like, no, not at all. Do I have to turn on or off all the lights in the building or something? Because there's like a trap door in the ceiling, but I can't reach it. I'm like, not... Hey, you don't happen to have a ladder you can borrow me? No, she did not. She did not randomly have a ladder for me. Okay. Talk to her. You're gonna catch a curse of that kid if you ain't careful. Curse? Yeah, like you get a telegram that just says 7 days. Stop. Then 7 days later, you'll get crushed in the printing press or something. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. Yeah, 7 days. You know, this is going to be so much easier when I can just kill the ghosts and another playthrough. But I chose to go with the help them find peace angle this time, and I'm gonna have to live with it, I guess. Let's see. I really don't know. I might just have to look it up so I don't have to spend multiple more sessions Because I was kind of hoping to be, you know, done with West of Loathing today, because by extent, this is all that is left, is freeing these 3 last ghosts. Wow, this is a game about you going out westwards. It's a turn-based combat RPG with a lot of silliness and a lot of like depth to what you can do. You have equipment, of course. You have inventory with lots of random stuff based on like the early 1900s is when it's set. So you have like all these different perks you get. You have a lot of skills. You can be, there's 3 different classes. I'm playing as the Beanslinger class, which is the magic class, of course. You know, beans make magic happen. So it is you sort of. So we're currently in the DLC, but if we go back to like the regular map, you're going across the map trying to seek your fortune, trying to go westward so you can get to Frisco or just go as far west as possible so you can become rich. And you have all the locations, you go to different places, you do whatever, and there are usually multiple ways to solve things depending on if your stats are high enough. You can maybe just kill stuff, you can try and talk people into doing things, use magic to impress them. So it's just a fun little RPG with a very simplistic style of stickman. A very fun little game. I mean, they said something about the post stuff. Maybe the postal way station has something. Nah. But currently I'm just stuck on trying to figure out the ending of the DLC. Because I was having so much fun with the game that I didn't want to end it, so I bought the DLCs so I could keep playing the game. And now I'm stumped on trying to figure out how to save the last 3 ghosts. Well, there's 4, but I've already sort of figured out that the final ghost is going to be the owner of the mansion herself. Because we don't see her, she's just talking over speaker and been doing that for like many years. So it's like nobody has seen her. So it makes sense that she's probably a ghost as well. Plus we only have 3 more ghosts we know about. And the machine is clearly saying there's 4. You don't have any information. So yeah, I have 3 ghosts. I have one that is a child that wants a real tea party. I have one that is a lawyer who we had a little bit of a Phoenix Wright thing where she was telling me about the case and I was yelling objection and stuff. And who's the third one again? Oh yeah, one in the billiards room that I need to find some chalk to get my billiards cue improved, because currently I can't win because my billiards cue isn't good enough. Objection, yep. So I might just have to like try and Google it, because I've been trying to figure out where to find. Because I don't know. I've been trying to figure out where to go. Like, the tea, I'm like, I have the tea set. So I'm just looking for like anywhere I can find tea, which I could be like, okay, we have the hedge mace. Maybe there are tea leaves for some reason in the hedge mace, but I feel like I've walked everywhere. So unless it was that I had to get random tea leaves from the portal here, that makes it like randomly spawn enemies. In which case I'm already far past where I can actually do that. Because I already sort of made a deal with the hedge. Yes, it is a living hedge. I got the boon of the hedge. But yeah, if that is the case, and then you have like a Legend of, kind of like a Legend of Zelda reference with going to the forest, but here it's a hedge maze. Wait, it's a, oh, there was something in it. It's a wild tea bush. Are you fucking kidding me? I completely forgot there was a tea leaf bush here. I've been walking around in circles forever and it was there. Alright, I got her. Okay, now we need, okay, now we can go to the kitchen maybe. Now let's go to the kitchen. Oh my god, finally I found the goddamn tea leaves. Alright, boiled water. What do you mean? Okay, do I need to pick something up from here? No. Also, I do find it funny that we have a pantry and there's pants in there. Then we have lard, larder, and lardest. All the puns and funny. Where the fuck? Do I need to bring some ice? No. Can I bring it to her like this? Which is on the 3rd floor. I found you tea. Do you happen to have boiling water in your room already for some reason? No. Okay. Where the hell do you find? Do I need to? I don't have any ice or anything. I have these. I could boil water on top of these. Wait. Oh wait. Wait. In maybe in the like I made the thing warm and I have the heat from those. And the heat from those. Wait. No. Okay, I don't take coal and bring that up. Wait, there was a boiler here, wasn't there? Can I this thing spews out water. Tea service with tea! Oh my god. Is that it? Can we finally put the little child to rest? And send her to the goddamn afterlife in the peaceful way and not in the beat her up way? I've been so nice and trying, because I know there's an achievement for either sending them all to heaven by being like nice to them, but you also have the one where you send them to hell by killing them. Okay, is this enough? Is this what you wanted, child? I got you tea. I sure did. Here you go. Oh, I can just you find some new tea. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. She serves the tea and the 4 of you. Okay, well, not at all. Sip it with pinkiest extended in genteel fashion. Then, with a giggle and wave, she fades away. Rest in peace, kiddo. Get the fuck to hell. I don't care. Oh, thank God. I thought that would never be over. Look at me. I'm shaking like a leaf. Kind of a freaky situation, right? Having to deal with this little kid has freaked me out bad enough. Having to interact with the ghost of one was horrifying. Anyway, thanks for the rescue. I need to get back to work. What do you need to do here? I run the candy counter in the visitor center. Do you happen to have, like, chalk? I need chalk. You don't happen to sell like the chalk candy, right? Yeah, horrifying. Working with children, couldn't imagine. Candy. Do some shopping. Fire flavored candy. Nope. He does not sell chalk. You also don't sell chalk. Alright, what can I sell? I just need a lot of money. perfect cup of coffee. Can't be getting rid of that. I'm sure I only really need one monkey wrench. I was gonna do the whole joke of going to the graveyard again with the shovels and try and get through all 999 graves, but I'm gonna be honest, I do not have the patience for that. If there is an achievement for that, whoever gets that, good on them. I'm not going to go through every single one, because that would take fucking forever. Because I got to 42 and I broke like 8 shovels. Sell some of the stewed snake that I don't need. Don't really need this. Can sell a couple of these. 1 can of tuna, some decent tequila, decent whiskey. I don't need all of these gold teeth. These can just be sold. Okay, now I have enough for the... couple of these. Couple of these. Couple of these. Right. Hopefully with that... Alright, now I can go buy the souvenir, buy shot glass, personalized gunman shot glass. Gains XP when you drink booze. This is a personalized souvenir. You said I'm finally old enough to drink. Thanks. Gains XP when you drink booze. Well, that would have been nice to have years ago, because I've been drinking lots of booze over the time. Alright, well, we figured out how to deal with the kid. Sounds good. Now we just have the lawyer and the billiards guy. So I need chalk, and I need to figure out how he died. I haven't seen any graves. I am... okay. Oh. I feel like I looked through the garden enough, but is there something I missed in the garden then? Like, I missed the tea leaves, but that was me being dumb and not checking the place because I already mostly checked it out for all the other plants that were here. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen chalk or a ladder or anything. And I already looked up which ones of these were like actual things. Good to know that this wasn't. Chalk and figuring out why and how he was not guilty. It's on the 3rd floor. Does Miss Ghost Killer come with me into that room? Okay, she does. Do you have any good insight on what to do? What's the plan with this one, Chief? Well, maybe we can beat him in his own game, literally. Thank you, I was waiting for the literally. Huh. It's a trap. How do I get up the trap door? Okay, I'm gonna look up one of them. I give up on one of them and I'll see if maybe solving one somehow opens up for doing the other. Of the two, I'd rather look up the lawyer. So let's Google. Let's see, stuff loading. Ghost Manor lawyer. Alright, quest interaction. Need a fighter. If you have a gun law perk, you can outlaw her and she will leave. You can do this by talking to postmaster. I have to leave here, and I have to go to the postmaster specifically in goddamn Dirtwater. Okay. Good guy, coach. I keep forgetting I do. Okay, so I go to postmaster here. At least you don't have to leave Dirtwater, I guess. Hey, mail for me package. Package from Rufus. Thanks, man. Rufus got me something. What do you get me? The package is empty. Maybe Rufus sent you some kind of special air. That sounds like something he would do. Breathe it in. Wow, that was special air. It was experience air. That's nice of my brother to send me. Let's keep upgrading my moxie, I guess. Alright, do you have anything else? I'm trying to find a guy named McReady. There's a possibility he might have passed through here about 17 years ago. Passed through? We don't stamp passports here. Stayed for a while, might have a forwarding address. Oh, can I check, please? Alright, them books could be dust anyway, so one sec. She pulls some big ledgers out of her desk and blows a huge cloud of dust into the air and starts leafing through them. 17 years, right? About 78 then, 76, 77, 78, Maron, Mableston, McMurphy, McReady. God, the Mac McReady. That's the one. That's him! No forwarding this, but he could ask this old place just out northwest of here. Let me see your map. Yeah, it looks like you already got it there. Desert House. That's the one. Okay. Really? The solution was to go here? Are you fucking kidding me? Like the first place I go to? M. McReady. Stuck to his guns. 46 to 87. Dig until your shovel hits a wooden coffin and hold the lid open. A skeleton blinks at you. Or well, it doesn't, but anyway. Howdy! Howdy, you're guilty, McReady? I don't know, I ain't heard that nickname anyone. You already said 1895. 17 years! No, I tell a lie. There was one time 8 years ago. The same McReady that escaped the gallows during an eclipse. Alright, well now, since the statute of limitation expired, I might as well fess up. Yeah, that's me. Real sweet plan too. Apart from the one little hitch, went of smooth as silk. Even worked in a little this direction to lead the law to them two other fellas instead of me. Serves them right too. They were real murders. Not like me, I would kill a man except in a fair fight. Except for one little hitch you mentioned. Miscalculated how long to delay the trial. So in order not to miss the eclipse, he called for a trial by combat. Oh, well, yeah. That's the truth of it. You're blaming me for Mrs. Wainwright's death, I suppose. Why didn't you just trust her? She could have gotten declared innocent. She had a real good head on her shoulder, sure, but so did that prosecutor fella. I didn't rather the odds be better 50-50. Not good enough. And anyway, the trial by combat was part of a job. She should have been ready. It stinks she trusted you. She's a ghost now because you feel guilty about losing the trial. I spent ages trying to convince her you weren't innocent. And she backed you every step of the way despite the fact that you got her killed. You don't even care. Oh, about your tongue, Sonny. You don't know me. Don't care. I did what I felt I had to do to stay alive. And I felt damn guilty about what happened to Mrs. Wainwright. But I ain't taking all the blame for it. No, sir. She'll tell you herself she should have been better prepared. Just like she told me that day. Apologizing for her last breath. I gave up gunfighting for her. Gave up the only thing I lived for. That's how bad I felt about it. You gave up gunfighting? Weren't easy, but I did. Bought this house, bought this land, raised some chickens, and then a little vegetable garden. Place was gone to hell since I died. Well, it's a shame. Anyway, I never found my glacial ever again. Not even a damn fence post. That's not what it says in the grave. Oh, hey, read again. That's the fella that killed me. That was a little ironic joke, I reckon. Someone killed you? You're the only second person tracked me down. First one was 9 years after trial. Wick for Dimsbury brought her. Hunting for revenge. What happened? He challenged me to duel and told me I ain't doing that no more. He asked me again and I said no. And then he hollered at me and I took my pistol out of the closet and threw it at his feet so he could see how the cylinder was all rusted shot. Then he cocked his gun and asked me one last thing and I said no. And the last thing I remember being, jeez. Can't even be in to bury me though, because you weren't all bad. Do you want to see Felicity again? I can take you to her ghost. Yeah, I reckon I'll just go back to sleep. Ain't right a dead fella walking around. You tell him sorry for me, alright? Hey, you can give him my pocket watch. He'll recognize it. And McGready's pocket watch. Matt Guilty McGready's fancy silver pocket watch. Even after being buried for 9 years, it still chimes the hour. Wow, 50% meat gains and 40% item bonus. Wow. Alright, bye McGready. So long, fella. Close the coffin and fill the hole back in. Neat. Alright, back to Ghost House we go. T-gun and coal liquid. Whatever. Alright, Miss Lawyer. I figured it out. He was guilty. I found his clockwatch. You have to believe my word for it. Because I don't know how else I would fucking convince you. Yeah, no, I would never have figured that out. I mean, I would probably started going to places, but I wouldn't have thought about the postal service immediately. So we would have been there for a while. This is very not greets you with a gloomy nod. Hey, I got a question for you. Are you ready for this? What's up? What's up? You ready for this? What now? I found McGready's grave. He wasn't executed. You're 100%. It's him, not some other man named McGready. Same. Here, he gave me his watch to give you. She turns the watch around in her hands for a while, just looking at it without saying anything. Then she slowly winds it and listens as it chimes the hour. Yes, this is his watch, all right. Thank you. Wait, he said he gave it you. He's alive? Not exactly. The skeleton. We talked for a while. Then he asked me to bury him again so he could go back to sleep. What did he say? He confirmed our guesses. He knew that about the eclipse in advance, installed the trial for his escape plan, stalled it too long, and decided to hedge his bet by calling for trial by combat. Oh, I see. He gave up gunfighting. He what? He bought a little house and raised chickens, never fired his pistol again. In fact, he left it to rust. 9 years later, Tim Spurrier's brother caught up to him, challenged him to a revenge match. McGready refused repeatedly, so the guy shot him. He said to tell you he was sorry. She looks at you silently for a moment, then looks at the watch. She winds the hands back a minute and listens to it as it chimes again. She sighs and shakes her head, then smiles at you. Thank you, Renlex. You'd make a damn fine attorney. No, I wouldn't. And she shakes her hand and fades from you as she does so, leaving her attorney's badge in your hand. Ah, attorney's badge. One good turnabout deserves another. Goes unlabeled. 17 damage overall. Rest in peace, counselor. What's my current label? So I could keep that, or I could just boost my damage a lot. My overall damage would skyrocket, but I would be more vulnerable defensively, and if I needed some higher end stats for skill checks. Man, that's like at least 10 more damage. I'll take the mysticality. Hey there, Paul. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Jacoby's still here? No, I took care of her. Oh, thank God. I've got to wash this floor off and get back to work, but first, he starts frantically scratching every part of his body. Man, feels like I've been saving up these itches for days. I was about to go crazy. Thanks, Relax, you're a lifesaver. No problemo. Come see me in the visitor center. I'll hook you up with a souvenir photograph. Paul wanders off, still scratching. Ah, neat. Back to coach. Photos! Thanks again for your help. What an ordeal. No problem. How's the itching? More or less better. I mean, hygiene is what it is in this day and age, you know? Nod. Would you like a souvenir photograph? Only 200 meat. Sure, I'll take one. Kalen, Gun Manor photo. Souvenir photograph of Gun Manor. Looking at it reminds you of the time you visited Gun Manor and bought a photograph of it. Wait a second, this is a photograph of the house. Yes. Yep, an official Gun Manor souvenir photo. There's a picture of me then. Oh, that's just for our records. Okay. Alright, well, I think we got all the workers. So now we just need to figure out, where do I get some chalk? It is not here. This is where we got the lathe. So I need to figure out, where the hell do you get chalk? Where would one find the chalk? I feel like I've gone over the entire place. Is there a chalkboard anywhere? Was there chalk in somebody's pants? Nope. Can I use lard? No. Nope. No. Empty, empty. Nothing. Is there like a now serving or today special sign somewhere? Parlor. You got chalk here. Do you write them this with chalk? Some nice throw pillows. I've been through this place so many times and I still don't know. It has to be that I need a ladder or something to get to the third floor, to the attic or something, doesn't it? Maybe there's chalk there, but then I need to find a ladder. And I haven't seen a ladder either anywhere. You could not replace the chalk with coal, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping, but that was not happening. And I was really hoping to finish today, and I don't really want to not finish today because I don't feel like I have another 2 hours of game. Do the spiders drop chalk if I happen? Oh, the spiders still faster than me? Wow. Honestly, didn't think that spiders were gonna still be faster than me. Oh well. I should still be powerful enough to just kill them. Get out of here, spiders. And if you drop this fucking thing, no. A little pile of miscellaneous spider eyes, chitin, legs, and organs. You never know when you might need to make something terrible, I suppose. Can I make chalk out of them? I have 18 horrible piles of spider parts. Also thing would you like a ring? Spider ring. Attract spiders. Oh, good. A little finger-mounted spider effigy from Gun Manor. Okay, some pants. Spider pants. 10 mysticality and an AP. An axe. Spider axe. Spider axe. 10 muscle and poison. Wow. Honestly, not a bad weapon. Good damage, muscle, and poison. What are my current pants? Plus 10 to everything. And rather, plus 7 to everything is much better. Yeah, so we're not using any of the spider stuff, but we did construct horrible abominations of gear. Chalk. Where the hell would you... Like, the places I could see chalk, it would be the kitchen and or like the dining room, because it's like you write on a chalkboard what is for dinner, and it's not there. It's not in the basement. None of the paintings have had like chalk on it, so you can do like the funny haha cartoon joke. And if you have chalk on you, no. I don't have a ladder, and I don't have chalk. It's one or the other. Pretty sure I did this, but ladder, nope. Chalk, yeah. It actually gives the correct like word for that in a sense, I guess. Elevator. Model Weevil used to season mice. Huh. Jump. Skill. Someone who pulverizes butter for surgery. Teleportation. To track paper narrow wheel. Up. You look up, see north. Okay, north. One of the 4 cardinal compass directions, also known as up. Attic. Floors both harpish short and radish. Ha! Where do I find chalk? Where does one keep chalk? I haven't seen like a chalkboard or anything, have I? Did any of the rooms have it? Is there a chalkboard here behind the counter to tell guests? No. Where? I don't understand what I'm looking for anymore. Okay, so we have 2 ghosts left, right? Yeah. So both are on the 3rd floor. One is the billiards guy. I don't know. Where is the damn thing? Hello, phone. What is it, phone? Thank you for telling me, phone. I could reset and kill more bowling. Do I get chalk for killing bowling stuff? I know they use chalk in bowling sometimes. Do I need to kill enough bowling enemies? A Boltergeist will be taken down. Get out of here. Bowling ball hat. 17 armor. I highly doubt this is it. Like, if it was, I feel like we would have gotten it a lot faster. Lapel, oh, 10 Moxie, neat. Dan. It says Dan, but that's okay because you're wearing it ironically. As you do. Can't go in there. Chalk in the music room. I've checked 100 times and still haven't seen any, but might as well. Maybe something changed now that I got one of the other ghosts. So isn't this the doll that I set free? Oh my, this is where there was a fucking chalkboard here this entire time? This is where the fucking chalkboard was? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, of course there was a fucking chalkboard here. Okay. I found it. Oh, finally. Okay, you should really make sure that never happens to anybody again. Yeah, take the chalk. Look at the board and shutter and then take the chalk. We got an item, blue chalk. Big stick of blue chalk. Handy if you want to trick somebody into thinking a sidewalk is the sky. Okay. Did I just bring that with me to the billiards room now then? Challenge him to game. You chalk up a cue and the ghost racks the balls. It's a close match. You have to consult the geometry book a few times just to work out the angles. The game comes down to a fight for the 8-ball. You manage to barely squeak out the win when the ghost catches an unlucky bounce off a corner of a pocket. Wow, shucks. Nice shooting, Tex. Flips you a finger gun salute, winks, and fades into nothingness. Hooray! We did it! Oh my god, yes, Lady. It's on the, let's see, 3rd floor of the manor. Okay, can we talk here? Knock. Yeah, yes. This is Renlax and Florence, ma'am, the ghost hunters. Florence and Renlax. Whatever. I do feel significantly less haunted. Did you get rid of all this ghosts? We sure did, ma'am. Actually, my status is still one. Yes, ma'am, all the ghosts accounted for. Well, that's splendid. Come right on in. She's a ghost, isn't she? Yep. Yes, she is. Fucking knew it. All of these books are about gun parts, such as extractor colors, regulator rings, and lozenge pistons. Mrs. Gunn vanity is elegant, but not ostentatious. Look in the mirror. Oh, 24 experience. You take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and think about the things you've done. A lot of those things were pretty cool. Yeah, they were. Not having a table in this room was not on the table. The sign of this case says breaking case of attic. Attic opening stick. Hello, Mrs. Gunn. Hello, Renlax, was it? Thank you so much for getting rid of all those ghosts for me. Yeah, about that. Turns out there's one left. Oh dear, well, I'll need to take care of it before I can pay you. Mrs. Gunn, I got some bad news for you. Oh, what's that? It's you. You're a ghost, ma'am. Well, I'll be. When did that happen, I wonder? My condolences. I thank you. You're very kind. You know, this does explain some things. Like what? Well, I haven't had any appetite for months. Nearly a year, in fact. They keep sending food out from the kitchen in the dumbwaiter, but I've just been dropping it out the window and sending the empty plates back so the chef won't have her feelings hurt. So the fact that you're, well, translucent. Yeah, I thought that was just cataracts. This gun disprompts a question, you know. Oh, what's that? Why are you a ghost? I'm sure I don't know. You're an expert. Perhaps you can tell me. Actually, that's me. I'm the expert. You know, some kind of unfinished business, something that tying it to this place. Now that you mention it, yes, I suppose I do. Do you mind telling me about it? My entire family disappeared a few years ago. My husband and 3 daughters. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry for your loss. The sheriff suspected they'd been kidnapped or ransomed, but no one ever made any demands. They just vanished. I never found out what happened. I always thought they were taken away by ghosts. Why do you think that? I always felt guilty about how many people have been killed by my invention. The belt buckle? The gun. Oh, right. I used to worry about the ghosts would come back to haunt me. When I built this house, I had an electrical anti-ghost field installed in the walls of this room, so they couldn't get in. No way. No way. Awesome. Wait, doesn't that affect you? Well, I'm sure it would if I attempted to walk through the wall, but it never occurred to me to try. After Dan and the girl disappeared, I became so sure that ghosts had gotten them that I locked myself in here. They're donating the rest of the house to a historical society that there'd be someone to look after the place. Now, I feel rather silly about the whole thing. Still, I mean, ghosts do exist, obviously. Well, yes, but now that I'm a ghost myself, I can sense the presence of other ghosts. And they only just arrived in the house yesterday or the day before. That was when I called for an exterminator. And no, I didn't even question how I knew they were there. I don't think there's been any ghosts here before them. Why did they all show up yesterday? I couldn't say. They all seemed very angry and confused. But since they couldn't get in here, they gave up and started just wandering around the house. They gave up quite easily, actually. Maybe because you were already a ghost yourself. Well, Mrs. Gunn, what are you going to do with you? What do you mean? You did contract me for 13 ghosts, ma'am. You're the 13th. Oh, yes, obviously. I could simply renegotiate the number with you. Perhaps you should go ahead and exercise me, or whatever you do. I'm going to find a more peaceful solution. Peaceful solution? What do you mean? Well, we can also release you from your ghostitude by solving the problem that's keeping you here. In your case, I guess that means finding out what happened to your family. Oh, well, I would be very grateful if you could. I assume they're dead. And to be honest, I think I've gotten used to the fact, but I surely would like to know what actually happened. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Alright, it's time to go to the attic. I got the emergency ladder. There's a trapdoor in the ceiling, and you just happen to have just the stick for opening it. An attic opening stick. Yay! Hello there, sir. This dresser is now dressed as a ghost. Boxes of old hats. They're old hats. There's more boxes and covered up furniture back here. It's your partner. More boxers. Boxes just contains other boxes. Hey, who the heck are you? I'm Renlax, but since I'm not the guy who's apparently hiding out in Mrs. Gunn's attic, I feel like you ought to be the one answering that question. Or am I? Well, that's just tricking. Typical. I'm Chet Bullet, damn it. Am I supposed to have heard that name before? Yes, you damn well should have. Mrs. Gunn's invention would have been nothing without mine. Let me guess. You invented the bullet? You, I thought for sure you were going to ask the same belt buckle again. Oh, shoot. Now I want to change my guess. Damn right, I invented a bullet, but I was her assistant. I got any credit? Hell no. Okay, well, maybe I'll feel like talking to you later. Sounds like an axe to grind. Not for much longer. Oh, jeez. Yeah, looks like we found the bad guy. Okay, Chet, go ahead and tell us the details of your whole nefarious plan. I don't care much for your tone. Why should I tell you anything? Well, I could just set you on fire with my mind, but I prefer words to incoherent screaming. Well, it's too late for you to stop me anyway, so I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. Certainly not as much as not telling me would. When Mr. Gunn dies, control of the company and patents passing to me. I'm no murderer, mind you. I have to keep my hands clean, but I figured there might be some other people who have been a bone to pick for her, considering the matter of death. You summon all these ghosts? That's right. All it took was some basic seance equipment. Fired up to the house's belfry for amplification. Snap for a mechanical genius like me. A seance scares someone's ghost related to summoner. That's the whole point of a medium. A person who knows how to direct the summoning on someone else's behalf. So you get to talk to your own grandma instead of a summoners. You don't seem like the medium type for me. More like a small. But that does explain something I've been wondering about. Oh, it didn't make any sense for all the ghosts there to be haunting Mrs. Gunn, because some of them weren't killed by guns, but they were all killed by bullets. Naturally, I anticipated that there'd be a couple of those. That's why I rigged this room in an anti-ghost field. Because I cleverly boosted and the ghost couldn't even send me up here. So the plan was to summon a bunch of... discover the true secrets of Ghost Manor. Oh, neat. The plan was to summon a bunch of angry ghosts who would initially be looking for you, but would haunt Mrs. Gunn instead when they couldn't find you. Correct. And once they haunted her to death, Gunn Industries will be all mine. Well, I hate to be the bearer of good news, but Mrs. Gunn is dead. On the right side, she's been dead for a year, so you pretty much have wasted your time. Not really? Haha, I'm rich. Now I just need to get out of here without all the ghosts poking me. And the ghosts that go on too. So you're pretty much in the clear. Wonderful. The anti-ghost field is pretty effective. Starting to make the back part of my brain itch. Flips a switch in the electrical device, and you suddenly become aware of the absence of an extremely low-frequency hum right at the edge of your hearing. There's something else I want to ask about. Ask away. What happened to Mrs. Gunn's family? Oh, them? They've been out of the picture for years. I heard a rumor. Dan got killed by desperados and burned in a shallow grave out of the backside of nowhere. But of course, I wouldn't actually know anything about that. Heh. Lucky for me, since I couldn't inherit the company with him around or the daughters. You son of a... Relax, the girls are fine. I'm not a monster. Pretty sure you are a monster. There's a weird little island kingdom somewhere on the other side of the ocean. Apparently it's stuck in some kind of bizarre temporal field that keeps nearly anyone from entering or leaving. Can't even find the place if we don't know how. Fortunately, I know a guy who knows how. So I gave the girls three free tickets to sleepaway camp. Wasn't it nice to meet you? You're an absolute bastard. Oh, that hurts my feelings. Fortunately, I'm about to have a whole lot of money to console myself with. Why, you... Hold on. We should talk to Mrs. Gunn first, before you turn this ass a new hole. I thought you said she was dead. Depending on what she says, you might be too. Hey, miss. I found the guy who killed your husband, most likely, and abducted your children. You want to do something about it? Mr. Gunn. Hello again. Imagine 500 then. I sound slow. Yeah, good news and bad news. Go ahead, I'm ready. Chet Bullet had your husband killed and your daughter's kidnapped, so he'd be the sole inheritor of the company when he died. It's also the reason all the ghosts were here. That's enough. I should have suspected something when he suddenly started being so ingratiating back then, and when he wrote off desperados in his expense account. I'd write him out of my will, but I suppose it's too late. That's rather galling. What's the good news? He says your daughters are safe. They're just on a magical island somewhere that nobody can get to. That's not exactly comforting, but at this point I'll take it. Plainly, if I wanted to kill them, he'd have just done so. Wait, you spoke to him personally? Yeah. He didn't know you were already dead. Dealt with the threatened ghost peacefully. So he's been hiding in your attic for the last couple of days, waiting for the ghost to kill you. What do you want me to do with him? I leave it up to you. I'm not in a state to make any recent judgment. In any case, you've answered my question, and I feel myself moving on already. Thank you for your help. With a sad wave, Mrs. Gunn fades from view. Then, almost as an afterthought, the lock on her desk drawers pop open. Inside, you find a check written out to Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Service, which Flo snags with ka-ching, the blueprint. Got an item, Mrs. Gunn's blueprint. This blueprint represents what could have been the crowning achievement of Mrs. Gunn's career if she hadn't died before actually getting into production. Alrighty. Huh. Is there anything specific about other things I need to do? There's 5 hidden ones that I can't look at all. Okay. Let's go make the gun. Then we'll go kill the guy. We will slay him. Make Mrs. Gunn. It's a bench covered with gunsmithing tools and supply. Follow the direction of Mrs. Gunn's blueprints and construct a final gift to the world. Mrs. Gunn's opus. Oh, plus 9 to everything. Oh. So, reduce spell damage overall. But a lot more just raw stats, which I do like. Now we have 100 minimum in every stat. Good. Because it does reduce my overall damage with magic, but my magic damage is already pretty high, so I'd rather just remove the chance that anybody can really hurt me. Alright, I made the gun. Let's go kill this guy. Finished here. I got business to run. Sick of your face. Go on, get out of here. No, I'm not done with you yet. Wait here. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna do a Google search to see. So his name is something. Ghost Manor. Let's see. Good Manor follows different rules from the regular game in terms of scaling monster testing, the relative power of the item, consumables, find a detailed description on the difficulty subpage. Oh, okay, neat. Return all 11 employees and discover all jump scares. Holy cow, there's some really big bells hanging above you. The house has the biggest bells on the wall. Leave them alone. It's a box of science stuff. And more boxes. Give this to Florence. Science stuff. Beta blast. Her power has been increased. Hey, look at them. It's one of them new Eldritch vacuum batteries. Magic Attack is making. I didn't think they were available in this region yet. Plus shows it. The gun damage increased and beta blast. Neat. Let's see. Who are the employees? We got the greeter, we got the token smasher, we got the elevator operator, the janitor, we got the photo vendor, the info stand, we got the candy counter, the souvenir stand, the parking validator, the music cranker, and the snack counter. So we have all the employees. The fact that that wasn't an achievement, sure. Feel like it should be. And then discover all the jump scares. I have the wooden planks, I have the paint, I have the chalkboard, I have the plates, the paintings, the book poster, the dictionary. I think. Bassoon. Yeah, boo. Letter blocks and poster. Yeah, I think we got all of them. Okay. I reckon in a gun manner. Attic opening stick. The belfry. Gunman belfry. Chet bullet. Inventor of the bullet. No, it's Chet is impervious to regular attacks. Can be poisoned or set on fire. Chet does either 2 random attacks. Attacks to each. Extra dense bullet attack. Incinerator bullet. Chemical bullet. Okay. He just shoots things. So he doesn't do much aside from that. I already got the one for like... Okay, what are the... Okay, visual loading achievements. Is there any of them specifically like for... Spirit guide dealt with them peacefully. Searching the... Okay, did that. Discover true secret. Okay, so I can handle this guy as I want. Alright, he's dead. Florence with beta target radiation, reducing stats by 75%. Yeah, let's do that. Remove your stats. We are going to kill this guy. Alright, come forth, my little bean friend! And then we build a wall of beans. And then we horrify my enemies so they can't do anything. He's got a lot of bullets. It's done imperious to direct attack. Oh no. My direct attacks won't do anything. Shoot all enemies. Ah, my little bean dude. Alright. Well, I should be able to kill all of this. Oh, dang it! Okay, get up. Chet falls to his knees. You decide to let him dangle for a minute while you rifle through his stuff. With lots of bullets and some experience. Hooray! You beat the hell out of Chet Bull and pitch him out of the window. Last and anyone will see of him. Good riddance. Good. Well, that's it. You reckon you brought some reckoning to Gun Manor. Not the best possible reckoning, mind you. There is a better way to deal with Chet. I mean, there's definitely a better way to deal with Chet. I don't know why I said maybe. Anyway, feel free to poke around the grounds looking for loose ends to wrap up. They're pretty much done here. Oh, could I have done the bell thing? Ring the bells. It's a pretty good bell. Nice. I'm sure I'll do that in a new playthrough. I'll see if I could, but I wanted to beat him up. Alright, I guess that has been the DLC of West of Loathing, and that has been West of Loathing as a whole. And yeah, we are done. We saved everybody. We peacefully got all of the ghosts to pass on. We didn't kill the ghosts. So we have gotten basically all the achievements we could have from one playthrough in this place. But yeah, it's been a very fun game. I've really enjoyed this. All the silliness that happens and just the randomness of ways to solve things has been a real gem to have to play around with. Yeah. Hope everybody has enjoyed watching throughout the playthrough of this, and that means tomorrow we have a new game. We will start playing X-Blades, and if X-Blades doesn't work, then I will have to emergency find a different game to play. Well, we'll have to see how that works out. Because there's only so many X games I have, and most of them are XCOM games, and I already played the ones that I like, and the other ones are like, I would rather not play them because they're really old and really bad. But yeah. Thanks now. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day, morning, evening, whatever is in your time zone. Thank you, Don and Catherine, for coming by and hanging out. But we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.